I said, why are there 3 arms? You know, and we're looking, and the gal training me said twins. It was twins.
So you described when you were first being trained at Planned Parenthood, they sent you to an actual abortion room to witness the procedure. Can you tell us about that experience?
Well, when you first start out, they have the trainee stand by the door. And I did that for the first 2 or 3 procedures, and I finally said, why does that happen? And she said, well, usually when somebody comes in for the first time, they pass out. And I didn't pass out. So after, I don't know, a few were done, they let me start moving closer so I could get to the foot of the bed and be able to see, you know, what was happening. But the whole procedure only takes just 3 or 4 minutes. And what they call the contents of uterus or products of conception are emptied into this gallon jar. And they turn it off and take this suction thing off the gallon jar and set it in the pass-through, and it goes into the dirty lab. So then you go around the corner and into the dirty lab, take the jar out, put it in this big, like a Rubbermaid colander, and rinse it with this big hose. Then you dump it in this little glass jar and put it on this little shelf that has this bright light. And you bring the light over it and you kind of piece it back together and try to see if you got all the parts. And I remember standing there looking at that, and I said, why are there 3 arms? You know, and we're looking, and the gal training me said twins. It was twins. And I said, you know, do you tell the mom that she had twins? And she says, no, it usually just upsets them. Then, of course, this jar, this little glass bowl with this baby, depending on how far along the baby was, there's this big white porcelain sink. And they would dump it in there, rinse it, put the bowl back to use next time, and hit the plunger, and it would flush, kind of like a toilet. And I just remember standing there thinking, all those babies are in the Des Moines sewer system. In later time that I would be there, they were putting those babies in little red bags and with a twist tie, and then they'd fling them in the freezer. And I remember kind of thinking, I wonder what they do with those, because I thought if there's a buck to be made, they will sell those.